I'm Emma Mulders, and I'm the alchemist of the Sound Essence Vibrational Remedies. I'm also a cover award winner for the Essence of Sound book, the Essence of Herbs book, and the Whispering Herbs healing cards. Sound Essence has been supporting healers and individuals globally for over 30 years. I have distributors from all over the world. You see, the Sound Essence system is so simple to use. You can balance the meridians, the chakras, the auric field, and more. It evolves as you evolve. It's self-assessment. The client can just, or the customer can just help themselves with the samples and support their own sound. So what was once possible is now possible. I can actually give you a balance through the ethers. And I invite you to click on the top banner button. That'll take you to Calendly. It's a scheduling system, and you can book for 15 or 30 minutes. Feel free to do that. And then we can connect, and I can give you your own Sound Essence balance. I can't wait to connect. See you in a while. Wow, thank you everyone for joining. We've got students from all over the world joining us here tonight. So welcome to Sound Essence Workshop. This is a first part of a 5-part series. And this evening we're going to look at the Meridian Vitalizers. It occurred to me that maybe we need to know why we want to work with sound. Why is sound so important? Why has it become the healing modality of the 21st century, according to Edgar Cayce? And so I just prepared a little PowerPoint for you just to take you through those steps. This is an introduction to the Sound Essence Workshop. I'm calling it a step-by-step approach to unity consciousness. By the end, we're going to have worked through 5 dimensions. So this presentation will walk you through the 5 energy systems that support you on your spiritual journey. You see, my spiritual journey started in about 1997. I was a student of a woman named Yarrow Alpine, and she was a Berkeley University academic, but she pulled right out of that, came up into the Salmon Arm area and was teaching herbs from her backyard. And that's how I studied my herbology, was in a hammock in her garden. One day she called up and she says, I'm doing a vibrational workshop. And I'm like, what's that? But it didn't matter, because whatever Yarrow presented, I was a keen student of hers. So this particular evening, she had invited a woman by the name of Fawn Lily. I later found out that that was an indigenous flower in the Salmon Arm area. And this woman came with an assortment of crystal bowls. And so we had what we now know as a sound bath. There was 50 of us students all tucked in a log cabin there up in the Shuswap. When she started playing the bowls, I could feel all my cells just do a happy dance. And so I asked the teacher, what's going on? Well, she said, vibration. Sound will reprogram all your cells in your body and bring you to a state of bliss. I decided, if I felt this great, I want to take this home to my clinic. I had a busy clinic practice at that time. I just want to bottle it. I just want to make sure that everybody gets the same feeling I had. It took me a couple of years to figure it out, but now we've got Sound Essence. And so today is a sharing of this amazing vibrational healing wisdom gifted through the organic process from my own spiritual growth, listening to intuition. I'll tell you some stories as we go through the workshop. And being the alchemist of Sound Essence Vibrational Remedies, it's really through the education of making the remedies that I began to understand sound. I hope you'll love it. So sound healing, from mankind's earliest time and through recorded history, there are references to sound healing. Sound healing temples are constructed to capture the power of sound and light waves. And people would travel to these locations for resonant recalibration of body, mind, and sound. Ancient civilizations recognized that the most effective and simple means of balancing the body is through the use of sound. They already knew that everything is vibration. And sound has been used to heal, support, center, empower, and expand consciousness then and now. So, what if now in the 21st century you could achieve this resonant recalibration of body, mind, and spirit just by simply misting a bottle over your head because it has sound in it? So, here's a few quotes about sound. Einstein stated that everything is energy, and that's all there is to it. Match the frequency of the reality you want, and you cannot help but get that reality. It can be no other way. Jonathan Goldman, a pioneer of the recent rise in sound healing, created a formula: frequency plus intention equals healing. And you'll see how that fits into the sound essence system a little later on. Deepak Chopra, the body is held together by sound, and the presence of disease indicates that some sounds are simply out of tune. Mitchell Gaynor, you can look at disease as a form of disharmony, and there's no organ system in the body that's not affected by sound and music and vibration. And finally, from Hazrat Khan, he says, the knower of the mystery of sound knows the mystery of the whole universe. That's what I'd like to offer you with this workshop, is discovering some of these mysteries of sound. So sound healing is a specific use of frequencies to promote healing and balance. It addresses various planes of our existence, right from the physical, emotional, mental, the intuition part of us, and our spirituality. In a way, it helps us to be more in tune with ourselves and in sync with natural laws, structure, and order of the cosmos. It gets us connected to nature. Sound essence vibrational remedies have been created using various frequencies gathered from the universe for nourishing your full spectrum. So we've used tuning fork vibration. I've used crystal bowls, alchemy bowls. So knowing that our bodies are made up of 70% water, we realize that the vibroacoustic potency of sound vibrations goes straight to all cells of the body. That's what I was experiencing with that sound bath in the woods. Our body as a whole is a sensory organ, which means we do not only hear the sounds, but feel them through all of our tissues. Sound affects us on many different levels, from the cellular function of the tissue to the hormones, brain waves, and the flow of energy into our entire being. You're going to have an experience of that a little later on. Sound not only works within the physical body, but also it works in the energy field. And that's really the inception of Sound Essence, is working in the energy field. So with Sound Essence, we can actually support you on 5 of those energy fields. So here's this how the Sound Essences were made. You can get this PDF. It's downloadable from this website. And it's smart to do that, because on the flip side of that, you'll see that in a minute, is where your assessment fans are. So each of the Sound Essence collections offers a unique combination of vibrations synchronized to support the 5 aspects of our energy field. So the Meridian Vitalizers are designed for the physical body. So they're created with tuning fork vibration that affects the etheric aspect of the meridians, and it's married with homeopathic herb. And that's a plant signature that supports every organ and gland in the body. So it's a perfect combination. The chakra balancers, they were the first ones that I created. They're formulated for the emotional body, and we're just using the frosted singing bowls. And then I was intuitive to add crystals and gems and sacred geometry. Some aromatherapy, symbology had to be included, positive words had to be included. And finally, in the end, it took a little while to figure out, but I was guided to create a remedy that had 7 vibrations for the 7 senses of the 7 chakras. Now, the aura harmonizers, they came in dribs and drabs. The aura harmonizers probably took 5 to 7 years to create, till finally I realized they were a system. But they work on the mental body, and they work with the sound of voice mostly, and specifically sacred geometry, which is, it's a really interesting concept to work with sacred geometry as a vibration to heal the body. The heart tones were the most recent, created in 2017. And these are designed to open up the tiny space of the heart. Once the heart gets open, there's a tiny light that shines in there. And that light then moves right up to the pineal, which offers the pineal an opportunity to give itself 90 degrees. And that's when we open up our third eye. So the heart tones help get rid of the blockages that are closing our heart. They help to open the heart. Finally, the archangels are designed for the soul connection. They're working in the hologram. They're very complicated. I'm not going to get a lot of detail how they were created, but they work on the intersection point of the chakras and the meridians. So here's the protocol for the 5 dimensions of energy medicine. So by following the protocol, you can quickly realign the frequency of your reality. Working through the sound essences, you really can do a balance on all 5 dimensions in under 2 minutes. So first, set an intention. This is the most important part. Remember, Jonathan Goldman said intention plus frequency equals healing. So set an intention. Set what it is that you'd like to have that you don't already have. Then assess what your energy level is to begin with, and you can use the percentage fan for that. And then you're going to just go through which one you're going to work with. So the meridian vitalizers, if you don't work with the pendulum, you just close your eyes, open your eyes, and then see which color jumps out at you. If you muscle test, you'll find it that way. If you pendulum, then you can use the fans. So find out which one of these vibrations your body is asking for. Just simply shake the bottle, mist it around you, and then move on to the next, or you could reassess your percentage again. But at the end, make sure you check in to see how you feel different compared to in the beginning. So enjoy the journey while you fast track the law of attraction with Sound Essence Vibrational Remedies.